Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Bruce Pulman Park, here for your New Zealand Rugby League Secondary Schools National Tournament, Day 2 here. And this time we'll take a look at our first quarterfinal of the Boys Championship grade. Otahuhu College taking on Te Wharekura o Raukura from Huntly. Both these sides having a big day yesterday, with Otahuhu having two big wins over Western Heights High School and Tamaki College to end up here today with Raukura suffering a first up loss to that Tamaki College side, but then also gaining a big win over Western Heights to find themselves in a quarterfinal spot today. My name's Joseph Green, taking you through all the action here on Day 2 at Bruce Pulman Park. In our third game of the day here in the Boys Championship grade, we'll take a look at another Boys Championship quarterfinal next up at 12 o'clock as well. But currently on your screen, we have Otahuhu College taking on Raukura. Otahuhu College getting first position of the ball, playing in the largely blue with the yellow V across the front, with Raukura playing from right to left on your screen with the yellow on their back, as we see Otahuhu College getting underway with a great first up carry here from their forward pack. Like we saw with Otahuhu College yesterday, they got a very big forward pack, and we see a good carry there from Holoaki to get them up towards the halfway line. Some great work there from their halves pairing, and Honga and Jacob Paul to get them up over halfway, leading into tackle 3. And another great carry there from Isaiah Otaota. Bono Rafati in that dummy half, gets it out to Jacob Paul, taking his time with that option, a big looping pass, trying to find Sila Tupai, doesn't quite go to hand, and the ball goes into touch. Raukura will get their first position of the football here, about 32 metres out from their own try line. A few very talented players in this Raukura side. Drayton Marriott and Turama Paranahi of note in this side. As we see a turnover already, Otahuhu College getting a hand away, getting an offload away. Doesn't quite go to hand for Caesar Bonarafati. Knocks the ball on, and we'll see Raukura with the first up scrum. About 26 metres out from their own try line. And just as we were touching on Drayton Marriott, Turama Paranahi as well, both members of that Warriors Harold Matthews side that won the premiership at the start of the year. So no doubt they'll look to those two players to get them the upper edge heading into the back end of the day. Working up over the 40-metre line now with great carry there from Winikide. Drayton Marriott coming in for a carry there. The ball comes free, manages to go backwards, so player's going to carry on here. Paranahi filling in at dummy half, it gets him back towards the middle through Riley Mohi Tewara. Another talented player as well coming through the Waikato system, so another one to watch as well. Nashon Kitty taking the carry there as they get the ball away to Paranahi on last tackle. Thinks it over the Otahuhu College defensive line, ends up in the hands of Marriott, but the tackle's completed there. And Otahuhu College with a great stop to hold Raukura in their tracks and going to work their way out of their own end now. About 8 metres out from their try line. Great first up carry there for Otahuhu College from Chanel Silal. Working their way back towards the middle now. Tavita Maka. Great burst of energy in his carry and cops a bit of high contact there, so Otahuhu College rewarded with a penalty. get themselves a touch finder and working their way well over the 50-metre line. And a great way to work their way back up the field, leading into the Raukura field, side of the field. And no doubt they want to strike first on the scoreboard here in this quarterfinal in the Boys Championship as we see them work back towards the middle of the field now through Jemiah Finau. Added a try to his tally yesterday, Arvo, when we saw them take on Western Heights High School, and no doubt he'll want to add to that again today. Otahuhu, a big carry there through the middle of the field. He was a standout for them yesterday. Breaks through multiple defenders. Doesn't quite hold on to the football. As we see a wide pass out to Drayton Marriott. Playing a bit out of position. Usually playing through the middle of the park. Filling in a role at centre for Raukura this weekend. So interesting to see how he goes in that role as we see Tahu Apiata taking a carry up over halfway. Trying to earn himself a quick play of the ball but doesn't quite get to it. Ashby McDonald in a dummy half. Finds his winger and Talon Paniora up towards the 50-metre line now, and Tu'uoloaki will want to try and get his boot on a bit quickly as the play is coming back towards him. And leading into the last tackle of the set, they want to get to their kick through Paranahi. And they go away from him and ends up in the hands of Maipi. A good high kick to put Otahuhu College under pressure, but a great take from Tupai. Tries to get around the Raukura defence, but doesn't quite break through the second attempt of Marriott, so they work their way back up the field, starting from the 30-metre line. And some great efforts here from either side in the opening first stanza of this championship quarterfinal. Some really big matchups in this championship grade today as we see Ota handed off to Tavita Maka. A great carry there to get them up over the 50. Two big matchups in this championship grade today. They've got to play a quarterfinal over the next two rounds. And then a semi-final at the back end of the day. Not an easy task for any school that makes it this far. So going to be interesting to see how they can go in there. The ball bounces. Fawasa lets it bounce, but a great take there from Winnie Kida, and he breaks through the first up tackles. He finds some space. He gets it away to Paranahi, and he's got some pasture in front of him. What a tiki goosey there from Paranahi. Gets well up over the 40-metre line and just takes the safe option, holds on to the footy. And what a place to start their set. 35 metres out from the Otahuhu try line. Fawasa backs it up with a great carry as well. Marriott filling in here at dummy half. No doubt he'll want to get busy on the football. Goes on the blind side back to Paranahi, but there's not a whole lot doing down that side. So great to just settle their attack there and find out where they need to go. Ashby McDonald in a dummy half gets it away to his forward pack. Finding Nawari on that instance. It gets out to Maipi. He plays out the back to Fawasa, seeing where we end up. Talon Paniora ends up with the ball in his hands, tries to get offload away. But Tu'uoloaki says, not on my watch. Heading into the back end of the set now. Ball gets away to Maipi. He gets a grabber through, but a great take there. A great take there for Otahuhu College from Isaiah Ota. And starting this set about 8 metres out from their own try line. Jacob Paul taking a carry out of their own end. And great thinking there from the halfback to just ease the workload of their middles. And following that up with another great carry for their outside backs. This time from Fini Isaloi. Back towards the middles now, this time through to Tu'uoloaki. Been a standout so far for Otahuhu College. A great effort there from Kawariki Rawiri to try and slow down the play the ball as much as he could, but a great kick away for Otahuhu College. Got to get a good chase down here to try and pin Raukura within their own end. A great change of tempo there from Raumoko Fawasa. Starting their set 10 metres out from their own end. And the boys are going to need to start getting back in, easing the workload. Winnie Kide finds some space in front of him. He's been good to start with. The offload gets away. That's Talon Paniora. He's got some pasture in front of him. He's going to take on Jacob Paul. Gets to his inside, but holds on to the football. He doesn't quite get there in the end. A great defensive effort there from Jacob Paul for Otahuhu College. Raukura in the dummy half, he goes close. Held up just short of the try line, so he's got to play it. Paniora in the dummy half, finds Maipi, tries to dive over but doesn't quite get there. Leading into the back end of their set now, finds a hand of Mohitiwara. Now they've got one more tackle up their sleeve, and what are they going to do with it here? They play out the back to Parani. Lots of pasture out in front of Drayton Marriott. He gets the pass away to Winnie Kere, but it doesn't quite go to hand. And Otahuhu College can count themselves lucky on that one. What an opening 10 minutes we've had in this championship quarterfinal here between Otahuhu College and Te Wharekura o Raukura. Absolute massive effort here from both sides. In this opening stanza of the Boys Championship quarterfinal, some end-to-end footy and some highlight plays as well, as we see Otahuhu College finding some space out on the right-hand side. Goes close towards the touchline. And the ball ends up travelling out. Some great eyes there from the Otahuhu backline to spot some space out on the right edge. Doesn't quite get to hand. And now Te Wharekura o Raukura with a scrum 20 metres out from the Otahuhu College try line. A big chance here for Raukura to open up the scoreboard account here and get themselves on the front foot in this quarterfinal. Off the back of the scrum, Ashby McDonald feeds it to Paranahi, plays out the back to Fawasa. Drayton Marriott kind of mistimes his run. And he's penalised for it, just for an obstruction there. Just a bit of a mistimed run there from Drayton Marriott led to Fawasa gaining an advantage from that. And we end up with the ball in Otahuhu College hands and trying to find touch. A great touch finder there. Working their way up towards nearly the 30-metre line, about 32 out from the Raukura try line. As we see Otahuhu College just slowly making their way up to where they need to be now. They want to start going quickly. The time's not going any slower. And they need to start playing on the front foot here. They've got a key chance here to get on the front foot. Same as Raukura did down the opposite end of the field, as we see Jemiah Finau working back towards the middle of the field. A great carry there to start the attack. Ota gets his hands on the football. He's been busy to start this game as well on both ends of the field. Wanarafati in at dummy half and plays it out the back to Jacob Paul, who finds Tuhuoloaki. Wanarafati heading back towards the middle of the field, finds Jacob Paul, who finds Savita Maka. Wanarafati finding Tuhuoloaki. Plays it short off dummy half. Wanarafati to Tuhuoloaki. And Otahuhu College strike first in this Boys Championship quarterfinal over Raukura. 4 points to nil after 12.5 minutes. And it took us a long while to get points on the board going end to end, and lots of ad-lib football from either side. But Otahuhu College strike first in this matchup. Definitely not how Raukura would have wanted us to start this quarterfinal. Chanel Silao just looking to line up the kick now and add the extras. Had a good day on the boot yesterday, and no doubt he'll look to back it up again today in this quarterfinal. Great piece of footwork there leading into his conversion. Doesn't quite get over the uprights. So Otahuhu College striking first. 4 points to nil currently over Te Wharekura o Rakaumanga. With how Rakaumanga have been playing to start this quarterfinal, you can't count them out. They were putting a lot of pressure on this Otahuhu College side before Otahuhu College struck first after getting up the field with a great touch finder there. But don't count out this Rakaumanga side as we get the game back underway. A great take there from Pulusila Tupai. A lot of time to wind up off the back fence to take that one, and a great carry to start the set. Working their way back towards the middle now. Jemiah Finau had some great carries to settle their attack back towards the middle. Gets away from the initial contact of Wharekura. Bonarafati in that dummy half finds Honga in his half. Tavita Maka doesn't quite hold on to that one, and Rakaumanga got a full set in the Otahuhu College end of the field. They're going to want to make the most of this one. Big first up contact there from Le Malusui, as well as Isaiah Otaota. A lot of high contact there creeping up from Otahuhu College, but the referee allows it to continue. Paranahi at halfback feeds it on to Marcus Corliss. And they get rewarded for a penalty there with a bit of a strip from Otahuhu College. Too many players in a tackle when they're trying to rake the ball out. Good touch finder there for Rakaumanga to get them up the field, closer towards that Otahuhu College try line. And they've got a big chance here for Otahuhu College to break through the Otahuhu College defensive line as we see them work towards the middle of the field here. That time through Leyland Korpara. They go back towards the right. Marcus Corliss looks up, finds a bit of space. He goes close, but not close enough. They work back towards the middle. Mohitiwara gets it onto Maipi. Plays out the back to Fawasa. There's a bit of space out here. A great break there from Tahu Apiata. And some high contact there from Otahuhu College. Some great looking shape there from Rakaumanga. Looking dangerous whenever they attack with the football. Just got to try and execute down this end of the field as we're inside the last 4 minutes of this first half. A big tackle there from Otahuhu College. Referee allows it to continue as we shift right. Mohitiwara plays short. Finds Kawariki Rawari. Could be numbers over the right, and that's where they go. Paranahi gets around the defense of Bonarafati, goes himself. Goes close to the try line, gets an offload away to Fawasa. Dummies, goes himself. And he's through. Referee awards it in. Te Wharekura o Rakaumanga. Strike back just like that. We're locked up 4 points apiece in this boys championship quarterfinal. And what a game we've had so far. Going tit for tat. Otahuhu striking first, Rakaumanga striking back, locked up, heading inside the last 2 minutes of this matchup here. And just under 2 minutes 30 left on the clock here. In our first quarterfinal of the boys championship grade. As we'll see Rakaumanga just looking to add the extras to the try from Fawasa. Wanting to take the lead. Here they're heading into halftime. Be a massive confidence booster for Rakaumanga. And it's over. Te Wharekura o Rakaumanga, 6 points to 4. Leaders over Otahuhu College with just under 2 minutes left in this first half. That'll do the Rakaumanga team a world of good heading into the halftime break. They'll want to hold on to this lead and play out the set and let any errors get in the way of their 2-point lead between now and the halftime break. As we head into the last 80 seconds of this first half here at Bruce Pulman Park. Well taken there, and Marcus Corliss working off the back fence. A great one-on-one tackle there from Pulusila Tupai. And working on the back of that this time. A tough carry there from Rawiri. And working off the back of that one again is Mohi Tewara. A workhorse through the middle for this Raukura side. Bit of extra haji-baji in the background as you'd kind of expect with young teenagers in finals football, as we see a break down the left-hand side. Tahu Apiata has some space in front of him. Doesn't hold on to the football as he tries to get past. And a few extra cuddles after that tackle. But an error there from Epapara Tahu Apiata. Just as he was trying to get past Jacob Paul, doesn't quite onto the football. And Otahuhu College as we hear a who to go in the background, doesn't appear to be from our field. So play's going to continue for the next little bit. Jacob Paul with a footy in his hands. That sounds more like our one. Fawasa with the ball in hand. Kicks it through, finds a bit of space. But Silau's going to... Chanel Silau will take position of that one and head into the young goal. As we head into the halftime break, Te Wharekura o Raukura striking back late to take a 6-4 lead over Otahuhu College into the halftime break. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back in a few minutes with the second half here at National Secondary Schools Tournament at Bruce Pulman Park.
Pertec, we understand that our customer needs their plant and equipment up, running and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Using only world-class product from the likes of Bridgestone and Yokohama, there is no compromise for your valuable machines. Our attention to detail and precision is second to none. It's this customer experience that separates Pertec from the pack. Pertec, we'll keep you operating.
Kia ora. Let's get you ready to go out there and have an epic rugby league game. But first things first, let's have a A simple warm-up is a game changer. Not only will it improve your performance, but it will reduce the chances of you getting an injury. And if you want to skip the sore muscles, don't skip the cool down. Now, tackling is a big part of the game, so don't cheat on the technique. A good tackle technique will help keep everyone safe. Collisions happen all the time, so it's important to know how to spot a concussion and what to do if it happens to you or a teammate. Sweet as, have a then go get into it.
This is some story right here. It's an absolute yellow-faced.
E tangata whenua Aotearoa e tū, e te tai toke rau e tū, hoki anga kuikui e tū. New Zealand stand up, this is our time.
Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Bruce Pulman Park, your National Secondary Schools Tournament Boys Championship quarter-final between Otahuhu College and Te Wharekura o Raukura as we get back underway for our second half. Raukura holding on to a 6-4 lead at the moment over Otahuhu College. They struck back late within the last 3 minutes of their first half to take the lead, heading into the halftime break. As we just cross over the 30-metre line now, working up towards the middle of the field. Another good carry there from Mohi Te Wara. He was busy in the first half, and no doubt he'll want to be busy again in the second half. Kawariki Rawiri working off the back of that one as well. Bit of extra loving in there, and the play the ball from Otahuhu College, but referee allows it to continue, and Paranahi just dropping under his back rower and Marcus Corlison gets to a kick, a great high kick there, and great kick pressure from Raukura as Otahuhu College going to start their set about 15 metres out from their try line, and going to need a big effort to work their way back up the field and try and sneak a lead back here in the second half of this quarter-final. And these two sides will keep a very close eye on the rest of the quarterfinals across this grade to see who they play through the remainder of the afternoon, leading into the finals day tomorrow as well. Couple of pushes there at the play the ball, and the penalty's going to go against Otahuhu College here. You could just see when the Otahuhu player was just trying to get to his play the ball, a bit of extra pushing from him against the Raukura defender. And the referee doesn't agree with that and penalises him for it. So Raukura got a great opportunity here. Great opportunity here to try and add some points to the board, as we see a bit of a chatting to here between the referee and Pulusila Tupai. Just getting a bit too overexcited in this quarterfinal, and a bit of argy-bargy, and the referee won't allow for it, so play's going to continue, and Ashby McDonald just finding touch 15 metres out from the Otahuhu try line. Great opportunity here for Raukura to strike early in the second half. And we're back underway through Wharekura, just heading the attack. 10 metres out from the Otahuhu try line. Leyland Korpara with a big wind-up. Doesn't quite break through the middle of the field. Mohi Te Wara plays through the middle of the field, breaks through some contact, tries to have another go, doesn't quite get there. Ashby McDonald in a dummy half, plays to Paranahi, plays out the back to Talon Paniora, who finds Drayton Marriott, breaks through some contact, tries to crawl forward, doesn't quite get there eventually. Referee sends him back and says you can't crawl that far forward, cousin. We're leading into the back end of the set now. Ashby McDonald into the back end of the set. They're playing wide to Maipi, who finds Paniora. Drives back towards the middle of the field on last tackle. Doesn't quite break through, and not the worst place to complete their set down the centre of the field here. They've just got to withhold the pressure from Otahuhu College. A great carry there to start their set from Tuhu Oloaki. The ball comes free. Referee says it's a knock on. Might have just tried to go too quickly. And Raukura with another opportunity here to strike early. Keeping this Otahuhu College side under pressure. Down this end of the field, exactly where Raukura would want to be. And they go down the blind side. They find it back to Maipi. Takes it himself. Takes a safe option and well taken there by Tavita Maka. Winikire out of dummy half. There's a bit of a dangerous tackle there from Caesar Bonarafati. Probably didn't need to do that when the tackle was nearly completed, and just a bit of an extra tip over the horizontal and gives Raukura a full set of 6 down this end of the field, continuing to apply the pressure on this Otahuhu side. And we're back underway through Leyland Kōpara. He goes close. He's over the line. Doesn't quite get it down. Referee sends him back out 10 to play the ball, and we're back underway again. They find Mohi Te Wara. Lays out to Paranihi. Takes it himself. Jinxon drives. Doesn't get past the big body that is to Oloaki. They get back towards the middle of the field now through Marcus Corliss. About halfway through their set now, so going to need to start getting back to work. Mohi Te Wara gets it away to Maipi. Plays short into Wharakura. He doesn't quite break through either, but not much longer left in the set to go. They play short to Kōpara. Big contact there from the Otahuhu defense. Referee says it's okay. Leading into the last tackle now. They're going to need to get to a kick. Doesn't get to the hands of Maipi. He tries to get it away to Paranihi, but it doesn't quite get there. And not to enter the set that Raukura would have wanted. Otahuhu College starting their set 25 metres out from their own line. Some great pressure in that last tackle against Raukura to force a wonky service out of dummy half. And start their set where they have great pressure there from Rawiri and Marcus Corliss. Jemiah Finau coming in for a carry as well. Working up towards the halfway line now. Sionetuhu Oloaki getting in another carry. Been ever so busy in the starts of the second half as well has to Oloaki. Getting themselves up over the 30-metre line is Isaiah Otota. And into the last tackle, they'll need to get to a good kick through Silau. That's a great kick there, putting Raukura under pressure. They can't quite take it. Doesn't quite go to hand for either side. And we've got a bit of argy-bargy going on, but looks as though we've got a knock-on from Raukura first, leading into a Otahuhu College knock-on. So it's going to be... Looks as though we might have an Otahuhu College scrum. And we've got a scrum here to Otahuhu College. Great opportunity here for Otahuhu College. After being under a lot of pressure from this Raukura side. Got a chance here to add to the scoreboard, and they go to Oloaki. He's going to take a lot of stopping, but a great effort there from Wharakura, as well as Marcus Corliss to stop him short of the line. They go to Paul. They play wide to Silau, who plays wide to Tupai. He does enough to break through the first contact. And Pulusila Tupai dots down for the 4-pointer to get Otahuhu College back into the lead over Wharekura o Raukura. Eight points to 6, Otahuhu College lead over Te wharekura o Raukura. Just under halfway through this second half here in the Boys Championship quarterfinal. Lots of extra passion starting to ride in the second half now, as we saw after Tupai dotted down. Lots to play for here in this quarterfinal between Otahuhu College and Raukura, as we see Chanel Silao just lining up their conversion attempt here to try and add the extras and extend their lead heading into the last 10 minutes of this matchup here. Silao taking his time with his kick here. Doesn't need to waste any time as he gets a good strike on it, but the wind just pushes it to the right. And Otahuhu College, halfway through the second half, 8 points to 6, leading over Raukura at the moment. And we're going to have what's set to be a grandstand finish here in this last 10 minutes. Both sides could look like anyone's going to take this quarterfinal here. No doubt they'll try and leave everything out on this field before we head into the semi-finals later in the day. And we're going to get ourselves back underway through the boot of Ashby McDonald. Otahuhu College let it bounce and they get a hold of it eventually. And they get it to the hands of Lemalu Sue. A great first up contact there. Great first up contact there from Nashon Kete. And Raukura will just try and need to hold this Otahuhu College side down this end of the field to limit any chances they've got. A great stop there from Paranahi and Drayton Marriott. And with not long left in the second half, Otahuhu College doing the best that they can to work their way up the field. Jacob Paul with an early kick on tackle 4. Jacob Paul just with a bit too much mana on that kick and it goes out on the full. And Raukura are going to find themselves well inside the Otahuhu half. About 40-ish metres out from the Otahuhu College try line. And with 8 minutes left to play, anything could happen here between these two sides in this Boys Championship quarterfinal. And with 5 games left to go for us to broadcast across today, next up we'll take a look at another one of the Boys Championship quarterfinals between Sir Edmund Hillary College and James Cook High School. As we see, Maipi getting his hands on the ball, hands it off to Paniora. Tahu Apiata just manages to hold on to the football. And a great chance here for Raukura to take the lead back into their hands. A great carry there, but big contact from Ota for Otahuhu. And they're well set up to the right here. It doesn't quite get to the hands of Mohi Tewara, but Paranahi eventually gets it across the Paniora. Drayton Marriott gets it away. Winnie Kere goes down in the corner. The touch shot says it's all good and we've got a try. Wharekura o Raukura strike back and take the lead 10 points to 8. What an offload there from Drayton Marriott, the last set of hands. Getting it off to Kormai Winnie Kere. The dot down in the corner was a tight one. And the referee and the touch judge agree on it and they say Wharekura o Raukura take the lead back with a kick to come here from Te Aorangi Ashby McDonald to hopefully add the extras and make it a bit tougher for Otahuhu College to take the lead back in this game. As it sounds in the background like someone's kid trying to distract Ashby McDonald as he moves through. Doesn't quite get it to where he needs to. So Raukura, 10 points to 8 over Otahuhu College, leading into the last 5 minutes of the second half here in this Boys Championship quarterfinal. Not long left in this second half now as Otahuhu College get us back underway through the boot of Chanel Silau. And a lot of time to wind up there for Raukura. And Otahuhu College, just a lazy discipline penalty there. Didn't need to give away that one heading into a crucial period of this quarterfinal. Just a lazy shoulder charge. And a great touch finder here for Raukura. Another great chance here as we head inside the last 5 minutes of this matchup here in the Boys Championship quarterfinals between Otahuhu College and Te Wharekura o Raukura. Wharekura gets us back underway, just trying to settle the attack. Gets away from their first initial contact. And they'll just want to settle down. They don't need to overplay their hand. They just need to get to their points and play safe. Gets into the hands of Mohi Tiwara. Takes it himself. Gets met with some big contact there from Jacob Paul and Isaiah Ota. Paranahi with a big goose step. Finds straight to Marriott. Lay full wicket at the line. He breaks away from the contact. Drayton Marriott. We touched on it in pre-game that he's playing out of position, but he looks right at home at that centre spot. Laid full wicket at the line to fool a couple of defenders. Breaks off the first contact, gets to the try line and dots it down. And that extends their lead, 14 points to 8. As we head in towards the last 4 minutes of the second half. As Te Aorangi, Ashby McDonald will look to take as much time as he can off the clock. Try and limit the opportunity that Otahuhu College has to strike back. A massive, massive opportunity here for Raukura to take the lead or hold on to the lead and just hold out Otahuhu College. And what's been a massive week for the people of Tainui, obviously with the passing of our Māori King Tuheitia. Been a massive week for the people, not only the Māori people, but the people of Tainui as well. And a win for Raukura here. Give them something to cheer about this week as we see a great strike there from Ashby McDonald. And Te Wharekura o Raukura, 16 points to 8 over Otahuhu College. With 3 minutes left on the clock in this Boys Championship quarterfinal here at the National Secondary Schools Tournament at Bruce Pulman Park. And Otahuhu College will just want to try and do anything they can to get their hands back on the football. Albeit make sure it's legally as we get the play back underway through Wharekura, working their way back up the field. And a great first up effort there from Raukura, and Ashby McDonald with a great carry out of dummy half to fight, get some extra metres. Hopara filling in at dummy half. Not too often you see a front rower filling in at dummy half, but a great carry for him getting up over halfway. Ashby McDonald finds himself back where he needs to be, and Mohi Tiwara been a workhorse foot through the middle for this. Been a workhorse through the middle for this Raukura side. And they give away a penalty. Probably looks a little bit different to what you viewers are used to with rugby league. But for those that know our New Zealand rulebook, you can't drop off the tackle and give away a strip like that. So a penalty to Raukura. And they're going to elect to take the 2 here just to extend their lead a little bit more. And the thoughts are definitely there from Otahuhu College with the play, but unfortunately, it's just not a part of our rule book here. So Te Wharekura o Raukura will look to add 2 points to the board and extend their lead over Otahuhu College. With not long left on the clock now, Ashby McDonald will just try and drain as much time as he can as he moves in. He gets a good strike on it, and it's up. Raukura 18 points to 8 over Otahuhu College as we get in towards the last few moments of the second half. Raukura look like they're well in the box seat to book themselves a spot in the semi-finals. As we hear the hooter go in the background, they're going to go short. Ball goes loose. Ends up in the hands of Mohi Tawara. He'll just want to finish the set out here. They don't need to do anything too crazy. They've got the quarterfinal locked in. Ashby McDonald puts a kick up. A bit unconventional. All they need to do is just hold on to the football. The game's done. The play's still live. Otahuhu College. Ball floats a bit forward. Play's allowed to continue. He's still throwing it around. Oloaki ends up with it. A great piece of Adler football. The ball comes free. Ends up in the hands of Drayton Marriott. And he takes the safe option. And that is us. Wharekura o Raukura, 18 points to 8 victors over Otahuhu College in this quarterfinal in the boys championship grade. They'll move on to the semi-finals later in the day, with their opponent yet to be decided. But what a matchup we see between these two sides. And next up, we'll take a look at another one of the quarterfinals. Don't go too far. Boys Championship quarterfinals coming up next again here at Bruce Pulman Park.